Un petit live pour fêter les fêtes. Fête de Noël. J'espère que vous allez bien. Voilà. Allez, là je suis à vous. Donc on s'était arrêté au match de Brooklyn.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with my esteemed colleagues, Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We'll watch the Brooklyn Nets in this one as they go up against the Chicago Bulls. Chicago is one of the teams right now playing very consistently. Nice job they've been doing over the last 10 games. 8 wins and not having too many problems. Let's take a moment to look at how officials are calling the game now. Much greater restraint, whistling fouls when defenders remain vertical around the rim. A nice development, would you say, Shaq?
Yeah, they're doing a good job, Ernie. They're allowing shot blockers to be rim protectors. They're just basically letting them do their job, you know, and they're cutting down on the cheap ticky-tack fouls. Has a nice flow to the game and not a lot of whistles, and we get this over really, really quick.
Well, I just hate the offensive foul. I mean, running into someone or
for once in my life.
Oh, here's Kevin Harlan as we approach tip-off.
C'est quoi ce délire? Pourquoi elle change pas la manette? Oh purée. Et je change comment la manette là? On m'explique comment je la charge? Je vais bien prendre celle-là, mais bon.
Welcome aboard, everybody. This is Wednesday Night Basketball of the NBA on 2K Sports. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. And going against Chicago, their first meeting of the season. They were dominated last year, not a good matchup for them, going 1-3 in the season series. And a long time in the making for one tremendous young athlete We'll get a look tonight at the first ever NBA start from Freak.
You know, and that's what all the talk has been about leading into this game. I know a lot of people in this organization are excited to see this young man make his first start.
Well, they should be excited because if everything goes according to plan, I think he could wind up being the face of the franchise.
Here's Chalmers. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Rose is the 1 with Butler as the 2. Freak is out there with Pau Gasol. And it's McDermott in at the small forward position. And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. Rose kicks to Butler. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
A splendid pass that time by Rose.
On defense, the Bulls, they defeated Indiana in their last game.
And the deciding factor in that one was their success from the floor. I mean, they just hit big shots time and time again.
Yeah, just the way you want it when you're the road team. Don't even give the fans a chance to get into it.
Here's Rose. After the basket by Brooklyn.
C'est la première fois que je commence le match.
Butler goes in to the inside. Gasol, no good. Brooklyn with the ball. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
And guys, just look at the turnover stats in that game. You're not going to win giving it up as many times as they did.
Not unless you play an even tougher brand of defense on your end and force more turnovers for the other side. That's the only way you're going to get that thing squared away.
Kicks to Freak. It's good. This time the assist from Rose.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds a spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending it.
Here's Neal following the basket by Freak. The shot's good from Lopez. Lopez has got his first 2 points of the night.
And early on, they looked great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
And it's Rose penetrating.
Oh, that athletic play there. And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skills as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
And that last replay, courtesy.
Attendez, je vais les mettre sur pause parce que le temps de régler ce petit truc. J'espère que ça va marcher ce que je suis en train de faire. Sinon, je sais pas comment charger la manette. C'est bon, ça marche. Ouf. Je suis en train de charger la manette avec un truc de téléphone.
5 buckets without a miss. That's a fantastic start.
Téléphone.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Freak sets a screen for Rose. And stolen by Chalmers. Here's Bogdanovich. Some solid defense from Butler. Bulls trail by 4. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Butler's got his second basket of the game.
It doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
And so here is Chicago after the basket by Brooklyn. And he gets it to go. Butler's got 6.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
Chalmers dishes to Neal. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Chalmers with it, and Rose picks him up defensively. That's good.
Well, I'll tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
That's a great point. 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed have come at the rim.
Now here's Rose. Against Indiana, he was really on his game. Freak passes to Butler. It's tipped. Lopez with the steal.
pas à lui que je voulais la donner, c'était à l'autre là-bas, mais bon. Ouais.
Now, here's Chalmers. To the wing on the left. Lopez a screen. Here's Neal. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
Very close.
Down low, here's McCullough. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stands for Brooklyn.
It's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnover.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
He's perfect from the line this time.
He's a dead eye at the line, fellas. Just call him automatic. He doesn't miss many of those.
Nets leading by 4. Chalmers with it. 9 points last game. They set the pick. Here's Neal, defended by Butler. 6 on the shot clock. Rose against Chalmers. No good there off the double clutch.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And it's Rose penetrating. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Here's Chalmers after Pau Gasol's bucket. The dish to Bogdanovich. Fires from the line. Will not go. This is off the front iron. For Chicago, they've gotten 6 or 7 shots to fall in the first quarter. They're off and running. Here's Freak, and he also played a big role in their last game with Indiana. And there's the pass to Rose. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got 5 assists in the game. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
I had a chance to talk with the head coach for Brooklyn. He said that their defensive focus, no surprise, will be trying to keep Derrick Rose out of the lane. He added, you know he's come a long way as an outside shooter, but he's a pick-your-poison type of player. We can't let him get into the paint. Makes sense, Kevin.
And thank you, Doris. For Brooklyn, they have shot just 1 free throw, missing that one early.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement. So that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Gary Neal. And Jarrett Jack has subbed in for Mario Chalmers.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Show you the teams that have thrived in a fast break this season. Number 1, the Bulls.
Give it up.
Their conditioning. I mean, it takes a major commitment to play that fast breaking style, and they are all in.
Noah the screen. Rose with the ball. He's picked up by Lopez. Here's Freak. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. The Nets with the lead.
Pourquoi vous me la donnez alors que vous êtes
Hollis
tous
Jefferson
paniers, les gars?
passes to Jack.
Tirez, putain.
Butler against
Oh,
Lopez. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Back to Lopez. To the paint. There's McCullough. Yes, once again, he remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
Here's Rose. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skills as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
Here's Bogdanovich. The Bulls getting the bucket. And there's the feed to Jack. Pulls it up. It's all in by the Bulls.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
The Bulls have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
That's been one of the strongest aspects of this team this season. I mean, there have been very few off nights for them at the free throw line.
Chicago making some changes. Mirotic comes in for McDermott, and it's Felton in for Derrick Rose. Brooklyn trailing. Now Jack. He's coming off a 16-point game against Houston.
And he also was a table setter in that game, Kevin. Just an amazing job with his passing. Just a joy to watch that.
Here's McCullough. No dice from 9 feet out.
He's not necessarily a strong inside presence, but he needs to polish those chances off.
Feeds to Butler. Hollis Jefferson with the rebound. Nets shooting an impressive 60% early.
Interdit par le règlement.
D'Alembert up top, covered by Noah. Jack against Felton. Clock at 4. And Jack, here we go. Felton with some nice D. For Chicago, they've gone 8 of 11 in the first quarter. They'll take that percentage anytime. Mirotic gets the bucket.
It's like everybody is in a rhythm right now. Incredible stuff here early on.
Both teams playing downhill. You know, coaches say that all the time. You want to play downhill. Well, at some point, you think somebody's got to cool off in this one, right?
There's the pick. Here's Kilpatrick. Off the mark, and the drop continues.
Well, what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
And here's Felton from the arc. That's good. Felton's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Everything going according to the script for them offensively so far.
Clark, shots be falling. That's for sure. They're scoring with a tremendous amount of confidence.
You went straight playground old school there, partner.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
To the left wing, here's Mirotic. No luck. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Dishes it to Jack. D'Alembert sets a screen for Jack. Noah with the block. But he gets it back. Jack passes to Kilpatrick. From outside the arc, Chicago grabs the miss. And here's Freak. They know he's going to give him a lift with his scoring. He's averaging 16 points a game.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
So it's Brooklyn now. After Jimmy Butler missed from long range. Jack with it. Now Felton defending. Pass to Kilpatrick. Gets a very good look and converts. Kilpatrick's got his first basket of the night. Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. They set the pick. No one near Felton as he lets it go. Miles Jefferson with the rebound.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the board.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
Now here is Jack. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Here's Butler. He feeds it to Freak. Dallenberg grabs the board. Brooklyn with the ball. Jack with it. Now Felton defending. Dallenberg with a screen on Felton. Pass to Jack. Screen by Dallenberg. The Nets need to get a shot off here. That gives them the lead. And now it's a 3-point Nets lead.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing. And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
C'est une blague. Comment tu peux le laisser tirer?
At the end of one, a closely contested game.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Brooklyn Nets.
And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And from Brooklyn, going with an almost entirely new group here. Joakim Noah is checked in for Gasol. Freak comes in for Portis. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Mike Dunleavy. And it's Felton in for Rose. We've got Hollis Jefferson. Brook Lopez is out there with McCullough. Then it's Jared Jack. And it's Kilpatrick in at the shooting guard position. So that's the Nets 5. Pass to McCullough. Poked loose. Butler against Jack. The 10-footer. The shot will not go. Steal by 4. Freak with it. He's picked up by Lopez. Outside, Felton. They set the pick. He dishes it to Freak. And again, no good by Chicago.
And that's the shot he has to take.
Exactly. That's the right look. The decision was good. He just didn't execute.
Kilpatrick passes to Jack. Chicago grabs the miss. Freak's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Well, everyone knows that Freak is a product of New York, and whenever he is here playing, his family always makes the effort, Clark, to come out and see him play.
Yep, you can always find his mom and dad, Kevin, somewhere in the stands when he plays in New York, and that's understandable. They've supported his journey from where it started to where he is.
Et je sais même pas 3 points.
To help him along the way.
Taking early threes is leading to long rebounds, which equal the transition.
Et il regarde même pas à la vidéo si c'est à 3 points ou à 2 points. D'accord, ok.
Brooklyn's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the 3-point shot tonight. Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Pacers was just a man on a mission. He finished with 28 points and was in the zone as a shooter, lighting it up from both the foul line and the field. Absolutely incredible numbers from him in a monstrous game.
Thanks for the great report, Doris. Guys, the way he carried them that night, I thought was truly incredible.
Unreal. I mean, he was literally on another planet in that game. He did it all on the floor.
What's interesting to me, guys, is to see how much energy he's able to play with here tonight. I mean, his legs still have to be a little heavy from that last game.
And Mirotic kicks to Felton. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. And Freak throws it down.
Some hang time on that rim puts a little whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
It's a
Vous savez pas, les gars, vous
those displays of strength, Clark, can get one team rolling.
Agreed.
And also the other on its heels. Let's see how this one turns out.
Unloads from 9. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Felton kicks to Butler. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Butler's got 14 points for the
Vraiment,
game.
j'ai cru qu'il allait le rater, le panier.
Brooklyn's gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. Now here is Jack. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Off the screen. Good on the shot.
Donc eux, ils ratent pas.
Jack's got his
Ils
second
ratent
bucket.
jamais.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
And here's Felton from the arc. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. And that's 11 points for Raymond Felton.
He's picking up right where he left off in the first quarter.
There's a minute left now here in the second. Jumper off the screen, and it's Kilpatrick missing.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
That gives them the lead. Butler's got 7 now in this quarter.
Back-to-back threes for him. Defense is slacking off a little.
You've got to respect that three, or you'll give up points in a hurry.
To the left side wing, to the middle. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. The Nets have had an off night from the stripe tonight. Free throw drops for Jarrett Jack.
2 shots.
And Jarrett Jack drops them both. 30 seconds left in the second quarter. Out left to the wing. Freak with it. And Mirotic has it in the corner. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
And they may have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
Here's Jack. He's got 7. He kicks it to Lopez. Here's McCullough. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half.
Kevin, we have Brook Lopez with us. What's the attitude you have as a team right now?
Oh, it's so exciting. You know, it's real.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far.
Talk about complete control. Everything working in this one for Butler. He's got 17 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
You know what, though, Clark? It wouldn't be a bad idea going forward to try to let him do a little more damage from beyond the arc.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So for Chicago right now, Rose is the 1 with Butler as the 2. Freak is out there with Doug McDermott, and it's Gasol. And at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And Chalmers kicks to Lopez. There's a good screen. And the foul called on Gary Neal. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality
400
on defense. Got his
Pour un
nose right in the
coup,
middle of things and
400.
made a play.
Oh, c'est bon quoi. Et vous avez besoin de vous mettre à 4.
Now Rose kicks it to Gasol. Wide open, couldn't
Paul.
capitalize.
Sérieux quoi. Oh, c'est cool, c'est marqué.
Neal dishes to Lopez. And easy
Au
2
droit de
points on the
rater.
night. Lopez has got 13.
Great way to start the half. Easy layup against some soft D.
To the wing right side. Here's Freak, and it's sent back by Lopez. Gasol with the steal. Got that bucket in no time at all. 10 points for him.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
They set the screen. Pass to McCullough. The dish to Lopez. Chicago grabs the miss. Gasol's got his 5th rebound in this one. McDermott, no one around him. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him. And here is Chalmers. 8 points for him. Lopez passes to Neal.
On aurait dû déjà être
Lock at
atteint la
6.
barre des 70.
The pass to Chalmers. Here's Lopez. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. The three-point game, such a big part of the NBA. Let's see the best teams at it. The Bulls 3rd. The 4th spot held by the Nets.
Well, I tell you what, Kevin, both of these groups of guys can knock down the triple. I mean, they are deadly from behind that arc. Great shooters who don't feel like they need to rush their shots. They're always comfortable casting up those three-pointers.
Gasol off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits.
Gasol.
Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Shot from 12. And no good as it rattles out.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Rose kicks to McDermott. Pass to Gasol. The feed to Rose. Down low. And Freak gets it to go on the assist by Rose. 6 points for Freak.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agility.
Yeah, it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
All right, now, I want everyone here at the Barclays Center to welcome to the court.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, I was able to listen in on what the head coach was getting their offense to run through Butler. When coach addressed the guys in the huddle, his message was clear. Quote, he's who we want getting the bulk of the touches. He is who we want making our decisions. Perhaps the rest of the second half will look different after those adjustments, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris. Dallenberg dishes to Neal.
Il me donne toujours des gros. Sérieusement. Non, ça, le mec, il te met à côté, il fait 50 mètres.
And nothing is falling for him right now.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only one for the first 5.
Nice shot by McDermott.
Another gap in the defense found there, and they've really had their number today.
Lopez a screen.
Gabarit, laisse tomber quand même.
Feeds it to Bogdanovich. Dishes to Neal. A 3-ball. And he gets it to go. Neal's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Really good job of creating just enough space to let that one fly.
Par contre, tu vas pas utiliser des temps morts à chaque fois, quoi. Comme prendre un panier, quoi.
Portis is checked in for free. Nets trail by 15. Now here is Jack. 7 points in the game. Inside, here's McCullough. Good, and Jack gets the assist. McCullough's got 16.
You can see that they're not as aggressive from the three-point arc. They had far more attempts in the first half.
And Freak throws it down.
Boy, that was a pretty feed from Raymond Felton.
1:51 left here in the 3rd quarter. Jack against Rose. There's the pick. And Jack, here we go. That's good. He's got 9.
It makes up for a lack of speed with just tremendous effort and hustle on that play.
Outside Felton. We've got 1:23 left in the 3rd quarter. Freak. Here's Noah. Uses both hands to slam it down.
And guys, that's his game. I mean, battling in the paint and cashing in on those second chance opportunities.
And Greg cashing in hard. I mean, man, oh man, he puts an exclamation point on that dunk.
Yes.
Guys, that's the only way he knows.
Est-ce que je suis toujours en live ou pas?
How to do it soft. I don't even think is in his vocabulary.
11 feet away. The shot no good. Some solid defense from Rose.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And the basket by Kilpatrick.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Rose attacking. Here's Freak. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
Kilpatrick passes to Jack. Shot clock at 6. McCullough, no good.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. It's the Bulls leading by 17. And fourth.
Alarms go off when I enter the building.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. Butler with the ball. They've got Brook Lopez. Hollis Jefferson is out there with McCullough. Then there's Chalmers. And it's Kilpatrick in at the 2 spot. So that's the Nets 5. And Freak throws it down.
And he's been the catalyst all game long. Love how he's distributing the basketball.
No doubt about it, Greg. I mean, when the offense runs through him, it's really smooth.
Chalmers with a screen on Mirotic. Over to the left wing. They set the pick. 5 on the clock. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That's on Joakim Noah.
Lopez playing well. 15 points, and what a tear he's been, rejecting shot after shot.
Clark, he has owned the paint.
So both teams making some changes here. That one is no good. Chicago leading by 18 to the middle.
Got it.
It's Butler that time on the assist by Freak. 23 points for Butler.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Here's the screen. Passes it to Neal. Over to the left wing. Lopez with the bucket.
Just a major size difference between the defender and shooter on that possession.
And Greg, without a hand in his face, he's simply going to spray whoever's there.
Butler goes in to the paint. Here's Gasol. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 4 assists now tonight.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Here's Neal. Back to Chalmers. Lopez sets a screen for Chalmers. A second chance effort. Lopez, no luck.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Back to Gasol. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not so unlucky 13 shots.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Here's Lopez, and out of bounds as Chicago gains possession.
Il a mis le pied sur la ligne.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. In the corner, it's Freak. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Right side, Butler. 5 to shoot. Down low. Here's Freak. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And they seem to have gotten something out of almost every possession. Their defense has been just as good, just a tremendous performance all the way around.
Yeah, and they're doing it in hostile territory, too. I mean, don't forget about that part of it, which makes it even more impressive.
Here's Bogdanovich. The baseline J. And that one's good by Lopez. Lopez has got 9 points here in the second half. The Bulls leading by 22. Kicks it to Freak. No one near him. And the rebound goes to Lopez. The Nets have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Chalmers dishes to Neal. He feeds it to Lopez. Rebounded by McDermott.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
And that one's good by Butler.
His shooting has been outstanding here. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Brooklyn's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. Lopez kicks to Bogdanovich. Back to Lopez. Baseline jumper. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Lopez has got 22. For Chicago, they've gotten it done so far from the field here in the fourth, going 6 for 7. Freak passes to Gasol. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
All about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up.
That free throw good from Gasol.
Gasol doing all sorts of things. 8 rebounds, and he's come away with 2 steals as well. He's blown up some plays out there.
And it also shows you the importance of intelligence as a defender, because he has been a nightmare on the ball.
Lopez a screen. 5 to shoot, and stolen by Butler. Rose kicks to Freak from downtown. No luck. And Brooklyn will come the other way. They get to take on the Heat at Miami after this one. That's the first of 6 played on the road. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of confidence.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
Yeah, you know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Well, pal, congratulations on the win here. How satisfying is this victory for you and the team?
It's satisfying just because we got another great win. And the way we've been playing lately it's been...
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaq and the Jet as we present our Jordan Player of the Game, Jimmy Butler. He had a tremendous first half, and that clearly inspired the whole team after halftime. Gave him a big lift.
He was dead on from the field tonight, guys. I'd call his performance economical because there was no wasted opportunities. He took advantage of every good look he got. I mean...
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny the Jet Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a great night.
J'avais eu... Bon, c'était... À mon avis, ça aurait changé quelque chose. Je pense. Ah, j'ai joué 28 minutes quand même. C'est casse. Un 3 de plus.
Do you feel any pressure to keep the winning streak alive?
No. As basketball players, we're prepared for this kind of stuff. It's what we do. Streaks and pressure, that's for you all to talk about, not us.
Critics might say you were just chasing numbers in a game tonight that was clearly in hand. Agree or disagree?
You know I don't agree with that. I'm going to play hard whenever coach puts me out there. And that's all there is to it. It's not about numbers or anything else. It's about the win and the fact that I give 100% on the court no matter the score or the opponent. Look, that's just how I'm wired.
That was your first official game as a starter. How'd it feel?
That felt great. To me, this is a huge step on the way to living the dream. I can't wait to see what the future has in store. Like, I know if my man Vic has anything to say about it, that things are about to get crazy. Real crazy. Anyway, that's all I got to say. Thank you.
On regarde, on a des points. Amélioration attribuée. 1300, on peut faire quoi avec 1300? Alors, tireur, tir en suspension, marqueur intérieur, athlète, meneur, rebondeur. Là on peut pas. Là encore moins. Encore plus. Et là on peut plus faire comme maintenant. On est passé à 64 de gêne. C'est bien. T'excites pas Marcel. Tu rouleras pas plus vite.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Early season's greetings, NBA fans. I'm Ernie Johnson. Thanks for joining us. Got Shaquille O'Neal here. Got Kenny the Jet Smith here for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Our featured matchup tonight in Chicago, where the Bulls will be going up against the Milwaukee Bucks. Well, for Milwaukee, they'll be up for this game, facing the team that defeated them in the conference semis last season. This is one they've been waiting for. And before we tip off, I just need to ask Shaq, when you think back to great teammates, What are the qualities that make a great teammate?
Well, you want to play the guys who care as much about the game as you do. A guy who puts the team first. A guy who gets you involved. A guy who has the same dreams and aspirations that you have about the game.
Well, that name sounds like Kobe Bryant to me that you was talking about. But I always look for guys who could push me. I mean, and I could push them at the same time. Where we...
We're broadcasting from Chicago as the Bulls get ready to take the hardwood here at the United Center. The Bucks will end the road trip here before heading back to Milwaukee.
Ça y est, maintenant je suis passé titulaire.
And in Chicago to start out. All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. Filling out the wings, it's Middleton and Antetokounmpo. Parker out there with Monroe. And it's Thornton in at the point guard.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup. So I'd agree with you there, Greg.
Bulls shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Guys, that says a lot about the poise of this team. I mean, they've been so calm, cool, and consistent at the stripe this year. I mean, that's impressive.
And both free throws good for Dunleavy.
Well, as far as the league's big men go, he's one of the very best at the foul line.
Now here's Thornton. Parker a screen on Rose. Thornton dishes to Parker. And Gasol sends it back. Here's Rose. The shot misses. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
Probably their poorest defensive effort all season long. I mean, at home, that kind of D is not going to cut it. Never mind when you're on the road.
Hey, I don't know, guys. This may be all speculation. Perhaps they had a bad flight into town the night before, and we all know a rough flight in can lead to turbulence on the court.
Here's Chicago. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
And if you look at the numbers, guys, I mean, what jumps out at you is the balance they had offensively.
Very satisfying road win because you're right. There
Ah,
was tremendous balance display. I mean, the crowd was basically stunned at how they were able to dismantle that defense.
Screen by Monroe. Thornton with it, and Rose picks him up defensively. Parker passes to Middleton, and he gets it to go.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Now here's Rose. An 11-point game for him in the win against the Nets in Brooklyn. Pass to Gasol. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Gasol's got his first bucket of the night.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Screen by Monroe. And Thornton kicks to Monroe. To the inside. And that one's good. Parker.
Yeah, strong move to the basket there. Nice power to get that up and in.
Bulls have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Rose dishes to Freak. Kicks to Gasol. Bulls moving the ball around. In the corner, it's Dunleavy. It's good from long range. Dunleavy's got 5 points so far.
A splendid pass that time by Rose.
Inside, here's Parker. And he converts the layup.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Rose passes to Freak, fires the 3, and the Bulls another 3.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Middleton outside. Parker outside. Takes the 13-footer. The shot is off. Gasol with the defensive effort. Chicago leading. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Jason Kidd gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. I asked him what he'd most like to see from his team today, and he told me we'd really like to keep Pau Gasol under wraps in this one. He went on to explain that Gasol can take over games with his efficiency on the offensive end, and the key to their win will be getting a hand in his face every time. Guys?
Always great to hear from you, Doris. Freak kicks to Dunleavy. Took him no time at all on that one. Dunleavy's got 7.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Parker dishes to Middleton. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. The Bulls leading by 7. The feed to Dunleavy. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 4-second call. Having an efficient three-point attack, very tough to defend. Let's see some of the best. The Bulls in second.
No doubt they have snipers on that roster, that's for sure. It's been a terrific year for them from beyond the arc.
Bucks trail by 7. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find some, you're right. And a wide open look for Thornton. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got his 3rd assist on the night. Now here's Rose. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. There's the pass to Freak. Rebound by Parker.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
Elbow shot, and he nails the jumper. Parker's got 6 points.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
And it's Rose penetrating. Good.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
Here's Monroe following the score by Derrick Rose.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Gasol drives in. And Parker with the block.
Attendez, je vais fermer. Éteindre le périphérique. Le rallumer.
Thornton with it. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Detroit. Gasol with the rebound.
Well, he surprised me with that move, but he just couldn't capitalize.
Here's Dunleavy. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Brooklyn. Feeds it to Rose. Shot clock at 6. And the shot is good. Rose has got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Terrific effort on that shot. I mean, he's given up a lot of inches in that mismatch.
Well, height, who cares about height? I mean, it's just a number. Hey, you got to go with what you got. And he took what he had right at him there.
And while he got a chance.
Comme
The
c'est
stats
elle
for
s'est
Parker.
déconnectée
He's around
du
18 points per game, 5 rebounds. Throughout, putting up some huge numbers offensively.
Yeah, you know, you just plug him in. He's a flat-out scoring machine. When you plug him up, let him go.
And the Bulls making a change here. Noah's checked in. Henson's checked in for Milwaukee. And here's Middleton. 14 points from him the last game against the Pistons in Detroit.
And also his assist total tells you about the job he did of keeping his head up and keeping his teammates involved.
Here is Rose following the bucket by the Bucks, and that one's good. Free.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. The defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Guys, they are getting exposed in terms of their low post defense.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Bulls.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
Mirotic is checked in for Chicago. Felton comes in for Rose. The Bucks also with the sub. Miles Plumlee's checked in for Parker. Now here's Freak, defended by Henson. Now Freak, a 14-point game for him in the win against the Nets in Brooklyn.
And don't forget about his playmaking in that game either. I mean, he did a great job of attacking the D and creating opportunities for both himself and his teammates.
Henson sets a screen for Middleton, but they recover it. Plumlee, the pass to Henson. Crops in the layup for 2.
Here it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, just getting the ball into the post has to be option number 1 for them right now.
Bucks trail by 3. And Thornton kicks to Plumlee. Henson in the post. That's good. Henson's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Puts one up from 19. And there's Mirotic on the assist by Felton. And the Bulls lead by 3.
Well, if you like offense, that's what you're getting here early on.
This has a little bit of playground feel to it, fellas. I mean, forget about defending. Just outscore the other team. Let it fly.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against the Pistons in Detroit.
Yeah, not to mention the 4 big steals on the night, getting after it on both ends.
The Bulls leading by 3. Here's Butler. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Butler's got 5.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Plumlee with the screen. Here's Thornton. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
The Bucks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Roof shots.
Oui, oui, on fait 2 tirs. Oui. 2 tirs. C'est facile, 2 tirs.
And he knocks down the first one. And the Bulls making a change here. Portis is checked in.
Numéro 15.
Bucks trail by 9. Setting the floor for the Bucks.
We've
got Chris Middleton. Monroe is out there with Miles Plumlee. Then it's Thornton. And it's Parker in at the small forward position. Gasol with the steal. Rose kicks to Dunleavy. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Here's Dunleavy. Jabari Parker making his last shot. Rose kicks to McDermott. Rose attacking, and he gets it to go.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
At the line for the Bulls, one shot.
Excellent game we've seen from Derrick Rose. He has 9 points and 6 assists.
Bucks trail by 12. Now here's Middleton. He's got 8.
Au match précédent.
Plumlee with a screen on Rose. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Parker. Breaks a big high bouncing goes in. Parker's got 10 points.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Nets made some major contributions. He dropped 14 points and hit the glass as well, coming away with 9 rebounds. Not a lot of mistakes made by him in what was an excellent showing of his skill.
Appreciate it, Doris. Thanks. Well, we've seen a lot of great players have a lot of great games, but that was something special.
And I love that no matter what approach they tried against him, nothing worked. I mean, he was ready for everything.
It makes you wonder what kind of defense they'll throw at him tonight. I mean, however they choose to play him, it's still going to take a special effort to keep him under control.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
Thornton with it, and Rose picks him up defensively. Here's Parker, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Vous aurez peut-être de manette, hein, ça bug.
For Milwaukee, they have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4.
And taking a look at their free throw statistics on the season, right around 74%.
And they've made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved.
He makes 1 of 2 that time. Chicago leading by 11. Freak with it. He's got 7. Here's Gasol. And the shot is good. Gasol's got his second basket.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
Bucks trail by 13. Dishes it to Monroe. And Gasol sends it back. And they'll keep possession. Here's Dunleavy. Milwaukee with the rebound.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Plumlee with the screen. Middleton drives in. Inside. And it's Plumlee that time on the assist by Middleton.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
J'en gérais 2 là, à la fois.
Now let's jump over to the 2K leaderboard to get an idea of which big men have been this season's most elite low-post scoring threats. The 5th best, Jabari Parker.
You know, there are different styles among those big men, but they have one thing very much in common. They can dominate offensively. Face up or back to the basket, they can get it done.
Which is what makes that such an interesting collection of players for me. So much contrast in their methods, but success all around. It goes to show how many different ways there are to get it done in the post.
Here's Middleton after Pau Gasol's bucket. Screen by Monroe. Thornton dishes to Parker. 6 to shoot. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Gasol's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Here's Rose. And the shot counts. He's fouled.
te jure, tu vas arrêter de te déconnecter la manette.
Oh, it's a chance for a three-point play.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
And really, there is no resistance defensively right now. It is just far too easy.
Bucks trail by 16. There's the dish to Middleton. Score the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Rose kicks to Freak, passes it to Gasol. The 10-footer. Shot's good. Gasol's got 8 points.
You know, he's got a lot of inches on the defender in that matchup, and he can just shoot right over the top of him without worrying about being bothered.
Thornton against Rose. Parker. And the foul called on Pau Gasol. That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Plumlee in the post. Some solid defense from Freak. The Bulls leading by 16. Here's McDermott. It's good. This time the assist from Rose.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Now, here's Parker. He's coming off a 28-point game against Detroit.
Yeah, but Kevin, a lot of those points came at the line. I mean, he was aggressive to attack the D, not settling, and really did a good job of cashing in on those free throws.
Rose against Thornton. Rose attacking, and it's good. Walk through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
You know, obviously, he knows how to finish with some flair.
Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Milwaukee. Chicago shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
You know, he didn't get to the line in that entire first quarter. But right now, he's showing some aggressiveness out there.
And that one's good. Parker. Chicago's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. To the middle. Here's Freak. Rebound by Parker. Parker's got his 4th rebound in this one. Antetokounmpo passes to Thornton. Monroe outside. Down low. It's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. Butler, he's checked in for Chicago.
Une bonne tarte à la, dans la face. C'est toujours bon.
And Middleton kicks to Thornton. Clock at 4. Here's Antetokounmpo. Misses off the left iron.
He worked himself into a really good position there, right near the basket. That's the look he wanted.
Pass to Butler. The 3. Rebound, Milwaukee. Parker's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Now the Bucks moving it up. Middleton can't get it to go. Here's Rose. And the layup's good off the glass. Rose has got 18 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Now here's Monroe. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Detroit.
Yeah, and he also did a great job on the backcourt, Kev, and that also was a factor.
Now here's Gasol. Jabari Parker unable to get his last shot to go.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Middleton with it, defended by Dunleavy. In the corner, Thornton with it. From the arc, and that one's good. He has 7.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They've got to get more intense.
Rose kicks to Freak. He dishes it to Gasol. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively. And fellas, in this quarter, he's improved on what was already a very good performance in period number 1.
Pass to Butler.
C'est juste qui merde.
Back to Rose. Right wing. Wide open. Again, Chicago.
And really, he's just done a great job of finding the open man every trip down.
Boy, it sure has seemed as though he's done it every time. It's been an awesome display of passing for him today.
Parker. Great D that time from Freak. Chicago leading by 19. To the paint. Here's Dunleavy. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Check out the game for Dunleavy. He's got 11 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
And Clark, I'm sure that won't be the last one. A lot of times he can get hot and stay hot from beyond.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line tonight.
And you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
J'en ai marre, hein. La manette fait que de se déconnecter. Il y a un bug. Il y a un bug avec la manette. Les amis. Je sais pas qu'est-ce qui se passe, mais il y a un bug.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he attacked, got to the line.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Rolls up.
Hop. Donc je change de manette. Hop. Re les amis. Ah, attends. Du coup là je la mets en charge. Je sais pas pourquoi.
Out front, just dominating this one. And now let's catch up with
Kevin, I have Derrick Rose, and Derrick, you...
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. A fantastic game from Derrick Rose in this one.
Yeah, he's played just a smart game overall offensively, looking for and finding the gaps in the defense, and also terrific shot selection.
Greg, that's exactly what we're talking about when we talk about being efficient as an offensive player. Fully on display there with him.
Butler teams with Dunleavy on the perimeter. Freak is out there with Pau Gasol. And it's Rose in at the point guard position. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Bucks trail by 21. Thornton dishes to Monroe. He feeds it to Parker. Shoots, and there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
Got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Rose goes in. They get it back. Gasol's shot is good. Gasol's got 14 points for the game.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
The Bucks have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8. That free throw, no good.
5, 6.
He hits the second from the line. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Here's Rose. 18 points for him. He kicks to Gasol. To the middle. Here's Freak. And that's going to be a treble. Block shots, a stat that sometimes doesn't tell the whole story. Big-time shot blockers aren't always elite defenders. And then the opposite is true. Their block shot totals don't quite capture that great impact they really have defensively.
You know, and Akeem the Dream, certainly one of the greatest all-around players to have ever played the game. An endless array of offensive moves down low, no doubt. And defensively, his numbers speak for themselves. I mean, almost 4,000 career blocks, 2 Defensive Player of the Year awards, just a legendary low-post defender.
Milwaukee with the ball. And going against Chicago, their first meeting of the season.
Yeah, plenty of familiarity in this matchup. Last season, they were knocked out of the playoffs by this club.
Exactly, dispatched in the conference semis, and so
be
forgiven for wanting a little revenge in this game. They should be highly motivated. A rim rocker.
Looked for a second like he might rip the cylinder loose.
I tell you what, that is some grown man strength on that attack.
And that one's good. Freak's got 9 points.
Their second half has started quite well. They've been good on 3 of their first 4 attempts.
Antetokounmpo passes to Thornton. Here's Monroe. Soft touch off the glass.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. And here's Rose. 18 points for him. Here's Freak. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard for the past 10 games. These teams have been fantastic on rebounding. In the third spot, the Bucks.
What a show of strength in terms of rebounding. I mean, they've really controlled the glass here of late, playing with some extreme physicality.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Hi, Kevin. Jason Kidd was just going over the plan with his team. He told the team he wanted to run their offense through Parker. Coach reminded them that he is supposed to be the key factor tonight, and he still wants to see that happen. He said also that their offense needs to be a patient one. He told them, don't rush things. Use as much of that shot clock as you need to. Clearly, some adjustments there had to be made because the time left for a comeback is quickly running out. Kevin, over to you.
Thank you, Doris. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
And a moment here to check out the stats for Butler. Right around 21 points per, 5 assists, and 4 rebounds. And with his ability to put the ball in the bucket, he has to be your primary focus defensively.
Defenses plan to stop him, but very few succeed. That's why he's the team's leading scorer.
Puts up the baby hook. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
You know, with that much of a height advantage, that's exactly what you should do. Take it straight to the rim.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. Strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Just 5 on the clock. And they double up Butler. Here's Rose. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. 20 points for Derrick Rose.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Thornton. Rejected by Gasol. Outside Rose. Inside. And finished off by Gasol.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Bucks trail by 18. Now, Antetokounmpo. He has 6. Kicks to Parker. Shoots from the baseline. And the rebound goes to Pau Gasol. Gasol's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
You got it. Let's get the ball inside.
To the paint. Here's Butler. Can't get it to go. Great D that time from Middleton. The Bucks have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Thornton with it, and Rose picks him up defensively. Parker. And again, the Bucks miss. The Bulls leading by 18.
You got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Now here's Freak. He's got 9 to the right side. Gasol kicks to Freak. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Well, take a look at the numbers for Freak. 9 points, and the assist numbers, tremendous.
His court vision is on par with anybody. I mean, he could not pass the ball any better than he is right now.
Doug McDermott, he's checked in for Mike Dunleavy. The Bucks also changing it up. Miles Plumlee's checked in for Monroe. And Smith subbed in for Jabari Parker. And Plumlee kicks to Thornton. The feed to Middleton. Outside, out of Kumbo. The pass to Thornton. The Bucks need to get a shot and it's slammed in by Smith.
Je change de manette ou pas, ça change rien.
Work on the back end of that play.
Yeah, finished hard with 2 hands on the
La
stuff.
direction, les
extravagant guys, but again, no
pas ça bug
on that
et
one.
je sais pas. Je sais même pas si ça vient de la manette ou si ça vient d'autre chose.
Outside Rose.
C'est incroyable.
Feeds it to McDermott. Wide open look. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got assist number 11 for him here tonight. Bucks trail by 19.
To see the numbers for Antetokounmpo. 17th in steals. In rebounds per game. He's got a great nose for the ball.
Yeah, and he's one of the better steals guys in the league. I mean, constantly getting his hands in there. As a ball handler, you've got to respect him always.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Plumlee. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. To take a look at the Bulls, they've got the #1 record in the conference, and because of it, each night out, their competition is going to bring it right at them. And of course, Milwaukee, 4 games back.
And for Chicago,
J'ai donné le ballon, j'ai même pas appuyé sur la touche.
Season you knew they were capable of. I mean, they've got all the talent in the world, but how about maximizing it to the fullest?
Well, there was never a question about the talent. I mean, they've got enough of that. It was just a matter of if they could get the most out of it.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
Bucks trail by 21. Thornton with it. He's got 9. Screen by Smith. The shot by Middleton. Wide open. No good. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball.
You got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list. No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint in that first half.
And so it's Milwaukee with it. On the court for the Bucks. Antetokounmpo out there at Jabari Parker. Then it's John Henson. Then it's Smith. And it's Monroe in at the 5. Gasol against Parker. That's good. Parker's got the 4th quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Bucks.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart. And let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
Left side, Butler. And they double up Butler. And Freak throws it down.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Antetokounmpo with the ball. Butler covering. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his wake.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Chris Middleton comes in for Henson. And it's Thornton in for Josh Smith. Dishes at Demiritich. No good.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Thornton passes to Monroe. To the inside. Middleton can't get it to go.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close. He has really shot the ball extremely well, as you'd expect. Like we say, he's been making sweet string music all day long.
They double him with Butler. Parker with it. Gasol covering. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Puts it up from 12. And it's Freak with the rebound.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's cost him.
Here's Miritich. The second chance effort. Rose dishes to Freak. And Miritich kicks to Freak. Back to Miritich. Three-pointer. And it's good.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able
Un
to
rebond
keep
de
up.
passe et c'est bon, on a le triple double.
Thornton passes to Parker. Kept alive. Monroe. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
Back to Rose. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Rose has got 4 points in the quarter.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Thornton no good. Bulls have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. That is good. 18 points for Pau Gasol.
And that's exactly how they've gotten the lead right here. Easily, he's been their most consistent performer.
As simple as it gets. He's hitting everything he's looked at. Keep feeding the fire.
Thornton dishes to Middleton. And Monroe kicks to Thornton. Chicago grabs the miss. Freak's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. And they're moving it up. Here's Rose. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team.
14 points, 11 rebonds.
No question.
Un compte. Franchement, là, c'est le meilleur match que j'ai vu.
Well, with a game like tonight, you were all over the place. A triple-double in the box score. Would you consider this one of your better games of the season thus far?
J'ai le plus très bon.
Gorilla triple-double? Y'all didn't even know that. I guess I would have to say it was one of the better ones I played in. Really, I'm just happy with how the team competed and we got the win. Personal stats are secondary to that, always.
Congratulations, Kevin. You're going to deliver it. Take some chops.
All right, Doris, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. Now we'll go to the studio with the award-winning Ernie Johnson.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Derrick Rose.
We saw Rose explode tonight. His dual threat ability, being able to score or pass equally well, man, that puts him on another level.
I can't imagine a player having a better night from the field than he had tonight. His shooting percentage was off the charts. He used every trick in the book to get those high percentage shots. He shot from every direction.
C'est même pas moi l'homme
And
du
folks,
match,
that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure.
C'est ça là? Attendez les gars. C'est l'homme du match. C'est l'heure du match. Derrick Rose. D'accord, ok. Je cherche pas. Il fait 14 points, 11 rebonds, 10 passes. Lui, il fait 26 points, 11 passes, 3 rebonds. Pas grave. C'est un triple-double, lui, double-double. Mais bon. Hop, on va aller améliorer un truc. Qu'est-ce qu'on peut faire là? Non. Non, on peut pas. On va faire celui-là en défense. Voilà. Et on va faire ce dernier match du coup.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Ernie Johnson welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm here with Shaq and the Jet. We'll watch the Charlotte Hornets in this one as they go up against the Chicago Bulls. Chicago is one of the teams right now playing very consistent. A strong stretch of play for this team, winning 6 of their last 7. They're playing at a high level, no lack of confidence going into tonight's game. And if you've been watching this team play lately, you know who they've been getting the big baskets from? Freak! He's been on a tear. How's he gotten so hot, Shaq?
Well, you know, he's letting the game come to him on the offensive end. He's not forcing his shot, but he's still being aggressive, and he's always testing his defender. And he's, you know what, Ernie, he smells that barbecue chicken down there. You can't guard this man one-on-one.
Well,
lick your fingers. The barbecue chicken is hot and crispy.
You're making me hungry right now, but...
Crispy barbecue chicken?
Live from Charlotte, North Carolina, 2K Sports proudly brings you the Hornets at the Time Warner Cable Arena. Great to have you with us, everybody, live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And, of course, Spencer Hawes. Not here, but we've seen the team playing well regardless of that fact.
Kevin, I thought he was really an important player for them, undervalued and not given the credit he deserved. That's not to say the trade was a mistake, but I think they'll miss him more than you might expect.
You know, chemistry-wise, I agree with you, Clark, because he was a glue guy. You know, he's a guy that kind of held things together for them in a few areas, and so not having him around might take some getting used to.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Rose is the 1 with Butler as the 2. Pau Gasol is out there with Freak, and it's Dunleavy in at the small forward. Looking at the last game for Charlotte, it was a loss to the Cavaliers in Cleveland.
Yeah, I had the chills watching that. It really was a nightmare defensively for them when you go into that building and get punished by some very hot shooting.
They didn't challenge the shooters. They didn't defend the shooters like they should have. And once the fans got into it and the arena started ramping up and cranking up, it was over.
Here's Walker after the Bulls pick up 2. Pass to Jefferson. Finds himself wide open and drills it.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Outside Rose.
Move the ball. Stick it too much.
And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. Kemba Walker picks one up.
Nice work to get it inside and draw contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
And so he hits both. Bulls on D. 4-point game. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
And the thing I took away from that one was just how valuable their guys coming off the bench were.
I thought the reserves were the difference in the game, Greg. I mean, a lot of the scoring came from the bench.
Jefferson's shot is off. It's been a quick start here for Chicago. Freak passes to Gasol. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Here's Rose, and he gets it to go. Rose has got 6 points.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
Williams, a screen on Butler. Here's Lamb, and the shot is long.
Offensively, 1 of 4 to start. They're still trying to find their stroke.
Right side Rose. Another one falls for Chicago.
And early on, they look great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Jefferson can't get that one to fall.
They've had a cold start so far. Just 1 of 5 from the floor here early.
11 feet away. Takes a big high bounce and goes in.
5 buckets without a miss. That's a fantastic start.
Down low, here's Williams. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Boy, just an excellent assist. Nice work from Kemba Walker.
Assisted by Kemba Walker. Now here's Rose. Last game, 26 points.
Stick it too much.
To the middle. And Pau Gasol, the bucket on the assist by Rose.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Not a lot you can do as a defense when they keep getting the ball in the paint like this.
All right, Charlotte, now entering the court for your viewing entertainment, the Hornets game team. Make some noise!
And let's take a quick look at the numbers for Gasol. He's right around 13 points a night, 8 rebounds, and 3 assists. And the numbers, while I mean, we've now come to expect that from this guy.
Completely in harmony with what his coach is trying to do there. Just a marvelous all-around talent.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5. Oh!
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. Chicago with the ball, following the score by Charlotte. Outside Rose, right at the free throw line. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Williams against Gasol with the fadeaway. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. And Chicago has possession. 6-point lead. Rose attacking. The kick outside to Butler. And that one's good.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possession.
Ils font que de se déconnecter en fait. Alors qu'ils sont pleins.
For Charlotte, they've gone 50% from the field to this point. 4 of 8. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Thanks, guys. I caught up with the Hornets head coach. He said that their defensive focus, no surprise, will be trying to keep Derrick Rose out of the lane. He added, you know he's come a long way as an outside shooter, but he's a pick-your-poison type of player. We can't let him get into the paint. Makes sense, Kevin.
Always great to hear from you, Doris.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now, here's Batum. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Dunleavy dishes to Rose. Plays it up and banks it in.
I don't think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
Hornets trail by 8. To the paint. Ball's knocked loose. Jefferson with some nice D.
The defense ready for him on that possession. Because he is so strong in the paint.
No good from Lamb.
Awesome defense. I mean, he'll hit those unless you're right in his grill.
The shot by Butler. Nobody around. They get it back. That's good. That's 12 points for Rose.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Williams a screen. Now here's Lamb, defended by Butler, and the basket good.
That's an impressive spin move there, Kevin. I wasn't expecting him to show handles like that.
Chicago leading by 8. Rose kicks to Butler. He dishes it to Freak. Butler passes to Gasol. The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
They're really struggling defensively, giving up too many easy buckets.
Great point. Really an embarrassing performance defensively, and the coaching staff can't be happy.
Here's one after Pau Gasol's bucket. Dishes it to Lamb. Batum for 3. Cannot hit. And it's Chicago the other way. Rose with the ball. He's picked up by Lamb.
Move the ball. Stick it too much.
Now the pass to Gasol. Here's Freak. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. This their first chance to take a look at the Bulls this season.
The game is the first of the season series for these clubs, both looking to take round 1.
And Greg, the first time you face a team in the season, that's when you're looking to take that mental advantage. Demonstrate you're better. And that could make it easier down the road.
Pour faire ta remise en jeu. 8 secondes pour aller dans le camp adverse. Une fois que tu as fait ta remise en
Quickly
jeu.
check out the scoring breakdown here for Chicago.
Et sinon, tu as 24 secondes de possession.
Has been a weapon for them up to this point, fellas.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
So a whole new group on the floor now for Charlotte. Chicago also making some changes. Mirotic is checked in for Dunleavy. That's Felton in for Rose.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
The Bulls leading by 9. Freak kicks to Felton. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up a little more sense of urgency.
Yeah, they've got to do a little more to this.
Je disais, Pomos, quand eux ils marquent ou que le ballon sort, t'as et après t'as 8 secondes pour aller dans le camp adverse, si t'es pas dans ton camp bien sûr. Et en tout, t'as 24 secondes de possession pour essayer de marquer. Et les règles, après pour les tirs, t'as la raquette, c'est 2 points. Et la ligne la plus éloignée du panier, si tu tires derrière cette ligne, c'est à 3 points. Et quand tu as une faute et que tu es en train de tirer, quand on te fait une faute sur toi, ou même quand il y a une faute et que tu n'es pas en train de tirer, mais que ils sont dans la pénalité, tu as un lancer franc.
Up their offensive rhythm too.
Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Well, Kevin, I was able to listen in on what the head coach of the Chicago Bulls was going over in his huddle. He made no mistake that their plan was to run their offense through Mirotic. Coach wants to get him involved early so he can establish a strong presence.
Ah, et je sais pas si tu as vu. Alors attends, où est-ce qu'on peut voir? Non, c'est pas ça. Tiens. C'est pas ça. C'est où? Ah. Sous le panier, tu as une espèce de comment on appelle ça, un truc arrondi, mais pas un rond fermé quoi, un rond ouvert quoi. Eh ben t'as pas le droit d'être dans ce truc plus de 3 secondes. Sinon c'est une faute. Là où je suis là. Ici t'as pas le droit d'être là 3 secondes.
Kev, there's still a lot of time left in this game.
And thank you for that, Doris. Now here is Mirotic. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Freak dishes to Felton. To the middle. Puts it up from 12. And good. That's a friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Freak's got his second bucket of the night.
He couldn't have dreamed of a much better start here than they've had today.
I think the offensive game plan they came in with was right on point. It's worked perfectly, and the lead they already have is proof in the pudding.
And that one's good.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Felton kicks to Butler. Shoots from 14. Can't get it to go. Good D by Lee.
And already we've got a very lopsided edge on the boards for them.
Yeah, +5. As you mentioned, that didn't take very long, did it?
Chicago leading by 11. Butler kicks to Felton. Here's Mirotic. Hits the three-point bomb. Mirotic just got himself on the board with 3 there.
How about the start that they've gotten off to here? Huge lead, and we're still in the first quarter.
And guys, it hasn't just been the scoring. I mean, they're playing tremendous defense.
Je vais baisser le son du jeu du coup. Attends, en plus c'est... Je vais mettre à 50.
Defense too.
Now here's Lee. He's coming off
que
a
c'est bon
10-point
pour
game against Cleveland.
eux?
Lynn against Butler. Pass to Noah. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Noah's got his first points of the night.
And there are more points tacked on here to the early lead.
And it's a nice lead as well. I mean, it's no mystery how they've done it. They're attacking the basket.
Now here's Lynn. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. And the shot is good.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Freak. Can't hit. Now Charlotte takes it the other way. Feeds to Lee. Can't hit from in close.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
Yeah, at this level, you got to make that shot. It's plain and simple. You got to knock that one down.
And Freak throws it down.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-handed.
Now here's Freak, following the shot by Myers Leonard. Felton the pass to Butler. Baseline J on the way. And the rebound goes to the Hornets.
Sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
The Bulls leading by 13. To the inside, tipped away. Out of bounds, Bulls ball. Chicago keeps possession.
Yeah, that's a super.
For Charlotte, they've gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. Williams down low with Jefferson. Kemba Walker is out there with Jeremy Lamb. And it's Batum in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. Bulls have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Rose goes in. He kicks it to Mirotic. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Here's Freak. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got his 5th assist in this one. Walker with it. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against the Cavaliers in Cleveland. Screen by Jefferson. Here's Lamb. They get it back. Jefferson dishes to Williams.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Charlotte shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe. And he makes the first. He hits both from the stripe. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played.
You got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Rose against Walker.
Move the ball. It's sticking too much.
Rose gets to Gasol. A rim-rattling two-handed jam.
A splendid pass that time by Rose.
Hornets trail by 18. Here's Walker. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. The Hornets shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
One of the things they've done, guys, is taken pride in their free throw shooting this season. And rightfully so.
And both free throws good for Jefferson.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Gasol with the steal.
You got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Walker against Rose. Tries from 16, and it's Chicago scoring again.
And I like the job they've done with working the
Derrick
basketball.
Rose, on va vraiment taper un ballon.
And Greg, their field goal percentage reflects that. I mean, they've been the much better team shooting the ball. And you know me, shooting percentage, always a function of shot selection.
Niveau de la batterie faible. Alléluia. Et alors, je vais mettre sur pause. Ranger le chargeur, mais bon, comme ça va pas marcher. Si ça marche, ça miracle. Hein. Hop. Ouais, merci Pomos, toi aussi.
On defense, Chicago. Outside, Walker.
Well, they're really struggling right now in a big way.
Charlotte, no good that time either.
Got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Outside Rose. Here's Freak. And another shot. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for two. Well, among the centers and power forwards of the NBA, these are the players with the softest touch around the bucket. Some terrific shooting percentages for the big men. Pau Gasol, number 2.
And most of the guys on that list have that unique combination of power and finesse. I mean, a very physical presence with an equally soft touch.
Yeah, and you've got to have a mix of options if you're going to shoot a high percentage like these guys do. You've got to be able to establish good position, and then you've got to have a nice feel around the bucket with both hands.
Now, here's Walker. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Here's Lamb. Count it from 12. And here's Rose.
Got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Passes to Freak. Shot from 12. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Freak's got 4 points in the quarter.
Their interior defense has been dismal.
Yeah, they're losing the battle in the paint.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Hornets dance team.
A moment here to check out some of the stats for Derrick Rose. 4th in assists, 12th in scoring, and not many players convert opportunities inside as well as he. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
You talked about it. I mean, he's in total command of his team. They look to him for leadership, and he does not let them down.
Williams can't hit.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the board.
You know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game.
Well, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Now, here's Walker. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Here's Freak, the 11-footer. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. 13 points for Pau Gasol.
What a job he's doing here. I mean, his second quarter has been even better than his first, and that was pretty good.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Bucks played just phenomenally. He dropped
aurait pu marquer quand même pour le Gasol. Non, c'est pas Paul.
Notching a
Pas
triple
Gasol,
double for his
c'est
effort in what was quite a display from him.
Dan
He had a
Levy.
great game in all facets, and his coach called it a complete game of basketball. High praise to be sure, guys.
Great job, Doris. Thank you, guys. It's going to be very interesting to see if he can stay in a role like that tonight.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes those hot streaks can last for days, and I'm sure they'll be feeding him the basketball, hoping he's still got that mojo working.
Well, they ought to. I mean, when you've got a thoroughbred like him, I think you've got to ride him for as long as he'll carry you.
And both free throws good for Dunleavy.
They struggled a bit at the line earlier, but they found a nice comfort zone there now here in the second. They've been red hot from the strike.
And Walker kicks to Lamb. Jefferson on top. Now here's Lamb. Defense is right there. 6 to shoot. Screen by Jefferson. Goes up on the wing. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Charlotte has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Batum wide open. He fires. His three-pointers off the mark. Chicago's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Rose against Walker. The shot's good from Gasol. Gasol's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
He's a big reason why they have the lead right now. He's made all of his field goal attempts thus far and remains hot from the floor.
Williams. And count the basket. He was fouled and he's going to the line for one more.
Just a positive force right now for these guys, and though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Charlotte making a switch here. Zeller's checked in.
No, he didn't get to the line in that entire first quarter. But right now, he's showing some aggressiveness out there. They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
Now, here's Walker. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Shot's good by Williams.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
You got it. Let's get the ball inside.
C'est qui ton joueur?
Now Rose. 17 points in the game.
Move the ball. It's sticking too much.
Kicks to Freak. 18 feet out. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Freak's got 12 in the game. Charlotte shooting around 41% on the night. Walker the pass to Lamb. Zeller setting the pick for Lamb. Mirotic grabs the miss.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
There's the bucket. Good.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead
Avant
for
le premier
themselves.
carton. Dernier carton, oui.
Now here's Walker.
C'est bien qu'on a gagné.
And you know the points will always be there for him. He's averaging just a shade under 20 points a game right now. To the paint.
Got it. Let's get the ball
And it's
inside.
Rose. This time the assist by Freak. Freak's got his 4th assist in this one.
They're finding lanes
Ils reviendront pas là.
with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance.
Ouais, parce que en plus c'est la
The Hornets have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far.
Going to the line.
And that one falls for Zeller. So an almost entirely
80-44.
and so a pretty
Ça fait
lopsided game to the
36
first
points
half.
d'avance.
Bulls out front, running
Dur.
away with it. We've got more NBA
Donc je
basketball
change de
coming your
manette
way in
et
just a
j'arrive.
minute.
Hop. Voilà. Je un peu bien sûr. Voilà, re. Du coup celle-là. Elle va à la charge. Il va vraiment falloir que je regarde pour un chargeur de manette, un câble. C'est apparemment le câble que j'ai ne va pas. Pourquoi il charge pas? Ou alors c'est peut-être il charge pas parce que c'est peut-être parce que il y a un truc, un adaptateur qui est branché avec plusieurs ports USB. C'est peut-être ça aussi. Mais c'est bizarre parce que avant ça marchait. J'avais un câble de téléphone et il marchait très bien.
What a game for Rose. 19 points and the assist numbers tremendous.
His court vision is on par with anybody. I mean, he could not pass the ball any better than he is right now.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So the Bulls 5 right now. Of their team with Dunleavy on the perimeter. Freak is out there with Noah, and it's Rose in at the 1. Over to the wing for 3, Dunleavy. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Dunleavy's got 10 points in the game. Dunleavy's gone 3 for 4 here from the field. Outside, Batum. He feeds it to Lamb. Screen by Jefferson. Lamb dishes to Jefferson. Batum for 3. No good. And it's Chicago the other way.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today. There's a glaring discrepancy between these teams in that area of the game.
And it's been the difference. That's what's enabled them to build such a big lead, no doubt about it.
Walker with it. Butler covering. Williams, a screen on Butler. Outside, Walker. The 3.
Oh, c'est pas possible, Kai. Tu peux pas les mettre à chaque fois, quoi.
An easy shot right there. I mean, he had to get it off over a much taller defender.
Yeah, he needed to add just a little more loft on that one because of the size mismatch, and he did it perfectly.
Inside, deflects the pass, and stolen by Butler. The feed to Freak. And that one is stuffed right through.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
C'est pas sur Batum que j'ai dunké là.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking
Ah,
basketball.
on est peut-être français, mais il y a 3 français sur le terrain actuel. Batum, Noah et moi. Oh, Dunleavy. Oh, Dunleavy. Oh, toi, tu passes à la casserole, Dunleavy. Ah ouais. Là, tu passes à l'omelette.
Screen by Jefferson. Batum inside the three-point line.
Comment tu peux rater un tir pareil? C'est tout seul, mec. Il n'y a personne.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Rose, good.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
And Walker kicks to Lamb. Jefferson setting the pick for Lamb. Rocket 6. The 11-footer. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Noah's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Here's Freak. No good. Now Charlotte takes it the other way. Third quarter of basketball here and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. The dish to Lamb from outside the arc. Here's Jefferson. Nice work on the board. It's paying off with the basket. Jefferson's got his second bucket tonight.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Outside Rose. Out to the wing. Dunleavy the pass to Noah. So he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
Boy, with all the contact he drew there, Greg, that would have been a heck of a bucket. He nearly got it to go.
Mirotic is checked in for Mike Dunleavy. And both free throws good for Rose.
40 points d'avance.
Charlotte has gone into the three-point range
très,
4
très mal.
times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Rebound by the Bulls. Freak's got his 6th rebound on the night.
The shooting numbers just
Ah,
aren't there yet in the quarter.
Outside Williams. Three-pointer. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
With the success they've been having from the three-point line since halftime, I'll bet you that scoreboard starts to look a lot different real soon.
Partner, that's assuming they can continue that hot shooting. But if they do, and especially if they can get a few stops, you have to think they'll make this thing interesting.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Chicago.
And they haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They have been the aggressors.
Another thing they've done tonight well is share the ball. So many of their points have come off of good crisp passes.
Pau Gasol is checked in for Noah. Batum with the ball. Now guarded by Mirotic. Outside Jefferson. Back to Batum. Jefferson setting the pick for Batum. From deep, Williams. Rebound by Rose. Rose has got his 4th rebound in this one. Butler in the corner.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt.
Lamb dishes to Batum. Pass to Jefferson. And Gasol sends it back. And here's the fast break. It's Butler that time on the assist by Gasol.
À chaque fois, je crois qu'ils vont le rater.
That's a terrific sequence at both ends of the floor. They block the shot and recover it for the fast break finish.
And Walker kicks to Williams. And he nails the jumper. Williams has got 21. Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Walker against Rose.
Sticking too much.
He dishes it to Freak. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Rose penetrating. And good on the basket. Book it. Rose has got 10 points here in the second half.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
Walker against Rose. Dishes to Batum. Screen by Jefferson. Off the pick. And the jumper falls for him. Jefferson's got 8 points.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Freak sets a screen for Rose. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Walker with it. Screen by Jefferson. And it's Walker penetrating. And he gets the bucket. Walker's got his second bucket.
A defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
You got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Rose passes to Freak. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Kevin,
il va falloir améliorer les trucs à 3 points.
Lucky he missed it.
Yeah, you hope that's not indicative of the type of D they're going to play, because if they do, they're going to have struggles with him tonight.
Gasol's shot is good. Gasol's got 19 points.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
Rose kicks to Butler. Looking for Gasol. He gets it there. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 5 assists tonight.
You know, as soon as he recognized the height
Là, si on met 50 points dans la gueule.
And Greg, that's just good basketball. Come on, good basketball. basketball there. Clean look from that range.
Ça va faire très mal.
Take it. Check out the game for Jefferson. 10 points, and they've got to be happy with his work on the glass, too.
They really do. He is not...
Chicago's
Ben, il y a les
50
50 points.
quarter from long range. Good shooting so far.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Bulls.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its Clark fullest capability.
Yeah, and a very satisfying win for him, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year.
And so this victory tonight will give them the front end of what I believe will be a knockdown, drag-out season series, folks. They win the first of what will be 3 this year against the Hornets.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Rose. What more can you really ask of a guy? I mean, when you come out and get a triple-double, making contributions all over the place.
Kid Gilchrist and Williams are at the forward spots. Jeremy Lamb out there with Jeremy Lin. And it's Jefferson in at the 5.
So that's the lineup for Charlotte.
Williams makes a big high bounce and goes in.
Oh, the turnaround jumper. That was just beautiful.
Clark, and they can just let the clock run out here.
No argument with that W.
Lin against Holiday. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
Gentlemen, I'm here with Pau Gasol. And Pau, what's the mentality that you bring into a game to allow you to be at your most effective rhythm?
Oh, I just got to come out really aggressive, trying to find the boards. You know, just forget about the shots that I can miss, or if I don't get a certain amount of touches, I just got to be aggressive and I got to get in the paint. So that's how I'm most effective, and that's what gets me going too.
Well, you certainly got into a great rhythm, Pal. Thanks for the time. Guys, over to you.
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. Now,
the 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Derrick Rose. We watched a marvelous third quarter from him, and he basically put the game on ice at that point. And from that point on, what you notice about his performance, Kenny?
He's their floor general, guys, and tonight he showed everyone why he's got the keys to their house.
5 points, 14 passes,
And
10
that'll
rebonds.
do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew. This is Ernie Johnson.
Être le meilleur marqueur en rebond, ouais, je l'aime bien. De l'équipe. Il y en a un qui a fait plus que moi.
Critics might say you were just chasing numbers in a game tonight that was clearly in hand. Agree or disagree?
You know I don't agree with that. I'm going to play hard whenever coach puts me out there. And that's all there is to it. It's not about numbers or anything else. It's about the win and the fact that I give 100% on the court no matter the score or the opponent. Look, that's just how I'm wired.
Are you getting the ball as much as you'd like out there?
That kind of thing doesn't matter to me. As long as we're winning games, I don't care how much I have the ball in my hands. I really don't. The team comes first. You know that.
I saw your longtime girlfriend, Yvette Mendenhall, was in attendance at the game today. So when are you going to get her a ring?
Whoa. I didn't know we were going to get all personal up in here tonight. If there's anything I learned after my first season in the NBA, is that it's best to keep my personal life private. So that's what I'm going to do. Me and Yvette are happy, just like we've always been. She means the world to me, and that's all I'm going to say. All right, I'm out.
Hop, alors. Est-ce qu'on peut faire un truc là? Je crois que c'était celui-là, non? Je peux pas le passer. Ouh là j'ai assez. Faut prendre une amélioration. Voilà. Donc là sera marqueur intérieur et athlète à passer à niveau 4. On a 65 de général. On est à combien? On est premier. Avec 11 victoires, 3 défaites, un match en moins par rapport à Cleveland. Une série de 6 victoires. Classement de division de premier devant Cleveland. Ouais. Stat équipe. Les Nuggets sont de. Attends. On va regarder les conférences, mais entièrement. Donc, alors, Chicago, Cleveland, Orlando, Toronto, Atlanta, Boston, Détroit, New York. Pour l'instant, c'est en playoff. Après, Philadelphie, Miami 10e, Indiana, Washington, Milwaukee, Charlotte et Brooklyn. D'ailleurs, c'est les derniers adversaires c'est les 3 adversaires qu'on a affrontés. Et ils sont dans les 3 derniers. À l'ouest, Denver est largement premier devant Memphis, Golden State, San Antonio, les Clippers de Los Angeles, Oklahoma, New Orleans, Minnesota pour les places en playoff. Après on a Portland, Houston, Phoenix, Sacramento, Dallas, Utah et normalement en dernière position les Lakers de Los Angeles. Gagné. Sept joueurs. Je regarde combien je suis moi en termes de marque points. Je dois être 45e je suis. Edzeko. On va dire 42e. Edzeko avec 4 mecs. Non 5 mecs. Voilà. Donc, du coup, ben, on va se laisser là. Je vous dis à lundi pour du FIFA. Continuer la carrière FIFA. Merci pour ceux qui sont venus. Je vous souhaite un joyeux Noël. Un bon réveillon. C'était Mika. Bye tout le monde.